Elaine, played by Paula Wilcox, moved in to live with Sally Denver, and her husband Tim Metcalfe, Joe Duttine, in this week's episodes of Coronation Street to help her son recover from a triple heart bypass. Known for being very attentive towards her husband, the ITV soap stalwart will find it hard to have her mother-in-law watching her 24/7, and she will feel as if the house guest is encroaching on her time with her spouse. However, as tensions rise at No. 4, it could be a matter of time before Sally ends up losing control and her actions could result in Elaine's accidental death. But how will she cover her tracks? The drama kicks off in next week's installments of the serial drama as Tim begins to settle into life back on the cobbles. With his secret about his health woes out in the open, he would be expecting there to be less of a frosty atmosphere in his house. Though Sally makes it abundantly clear she is not pleased with the new living arrangements, especially when Elaine gets her husband a gift. Tim receives a servant's bell from his mother, so whenever he needs something, he can ring for her and she will come running. This cuts Sally out of his recovery care completely, as her mother-in-law assures her she can continue with her everyday life without worrying about her husband. Tim is delighted with the new arrangements and he soaks up the attention he is getting from his mother, who he only reunited with less than 2 years ago. It seems Sally is forgetting Elaine never got to look after Tim when he was a child due to being driven out of the family home by her abusive ex-husband, Jeff Metcalfe, Ian Bartholomew. However, not wanting to upset the apple cart, the stalwart keeps her mouth shut as Elaine continues to make changes to her home. When Tim breaks the news his mother is going to stay until he is fully recovered, which could be 6 to 8 weeks, his wife is horrified. She knows it's going to be a struggle for her to live under the same roof as her mother-in-law, but she is willing to do it for her partner's benefit. Though as they try to outdo each other with cleaning the house and looking after Tim, some mistakes could be made as they try to keep on top of things. Sally could become distracted after hoovering and she could forget to pack away the equipment she has been using to clean. As Tim rings his bell, Elaine could come running from the top of the stairs but trip over the hoover's wire and take a deadly fall. Although many residents of the cobbles have survived falling down the stairs, Elaine could be the unfortunate one who doesn't make it. Having hit her head on the way down, she could die instantly as the impact causes swelling on her brain. Sally would be mortified as she would know she had a hand to play in Elaine's fall and she would call an ambulance to come and check her over. With Tim worrying, which could lead to further heart complications, his wife will try to calm him down, telling him his mother is okay. The stalwart would know she is dead but wouldn't tell her husband until the paramedics arrive and break the news to him. Completely unaware of what has been happening in the house whilst he has been recovering, Tim would think his mother just fell. Would Sally ever tell him she was the one responsible for Elaine's accidental death? How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve McDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who was he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. This would be a heartbreaking end to Elaine's time on the cobbles, seeing as she has had such a brief time with Tim. The actress who plays Elaine, Paula, has had another role on the soap as she played teenager Janice Langton over 5 decades ago. Speaking about her 2 different stints on the show, the soap star said, "It's really weird, isn't it? It's so different and yet so much the same. All the characters are there, all the stories, the characters, lots of different actors hanging out. Some people have worked together for thousands of years. So, in some ways, it's quite similar, but we're at Media City and it's just brand spanking new studios. Of course, my first scenes, as Elaine, were shot just before lockdown and the other scenes were shot just before lockdown finished, really," she told Metro. Co.uk. Elaine has been involved in storylines with several characters, involving Tim and his evil father, Jeff. She has also built up a firm friendship with Yasmin Nazir, Shelley King, as they have shared their experiences of living with their mutual ex-husband. The beloved character also became a shareholder in the Speed Doll restaurant before selling them back following a fire at the establishment. Would this be the perfect time for her to leave the show in a dramatic fashion?